and welcome to winemastery.co.uk. My name's John Lightfoot and this is
John Murphy.
And we're here to tell you all about wine, hopefully help you find the wine, if not the wines that you will absolutely love. Whether it's white, rosé, red or sparkling, we hope to find the wine, or even better, the wines that you will absolutely fall in love with. Yo, is that not what we're trying to do?
Yeah, that is exactly what we're trying to. And hopefully we might have done it for some people.
Well, hopefully we already have. Yeah, we have had some good comments actually. So, and don't forget to comment on the videos, and any comments you have about the wines we're tasting. We'd be really interested for feedback. So please do that. Okay, on this occasion, we are trying a wine out of John's cellar. So I'll let you take it from here, John.
Well, John, it's been a while since we have done something from the cellar, and we've had a lot of wine since we last did something. Obviously, we're chopping and changing all the time, trying to find different, different grapes to better the ones we already have. And one that has really stood out for me over the past few months has been something called the Three Aces. Which, as most of you will know if you've been watching, Rioja is my favourite. I could wax lyrical about it all day. I could drink it all day if I was allowed, but they just won't let me, John. So this one is actually, it's a bit of a play on words because it's not a true Rioja, which I'm sure we have done before. But this is 100% Tempranillo, which again is more or less the same grape. Well, it is the same grape as a Rioja, but sometimes they have a little bit of Grenache in there as well. So I just thought it might be interesting to have a go at this one, because I remember when this gentleman came in, Alejandro, of course it's Alejandro, so Alejandro, if you're watching, thank you very much for this wine. And I remember this gentleman coming in, and we're quite lucky in the shop because we have loads of people come and say, do you want to try this wine, do you want to try this wine? And most of the time it's alright, but sometimes at 10 o'clock in the morning it can be a bit keen. I mean, it doesn't stop it, but it can be a bit keen. But this gentleman came in with this wine, and I remember him saying, you must try it, you must try it. And as he's passing me the glass, I'm thinking, yeah, I'll try it. But looking around in the cellar, I thought, I've got too many Riojas. So in my mind, I'm thinking, just don't buy it. Just try it, it'll be fine. And then I tried it, and for me, it just had everything I want from a wine. I mean, let's have a taste. Let's have a taste. Shall I have a?
Well, let's have a look at the colour.
Let's have a look first, yeah. I will talk you through it.
Yeah, please do. The first thing I notice is it's very deep, isn't it?
It's very deep, and that for me has got that hint of the
not
purple
much
rim.
light is getting through there.
No. Nice and rich looking colour, burgundy. It's one of these that again looks tempting. You see some light, you think, oh, you can almost imagine in your mind what that's going to smell like, what it's going to taste like, and that's like half the fun anyway. So I'm going to go straight onto the nose here.
Oh wow. Wow. Yeah.
See what I mean? And for me immediately, I mean, it's been in oak for 6 months, I believe, some French oak, and the oak is there, but it's only a hint, which is unusual for that kind of Rioja-esque. But it's real black currant and black cherry, which I know in a lot of Riojas, they kind of lose the fruit. You might get a bit of black cherry here or there, but a lot of the time, you're lost in that oaky, leathery kind of flavour, which again, I'm not complaining about, not for a minute, I love that. But this just, for me, just takes it that extra step. It's just got the...
Can you smell tobacco?
No.
Nor can I.
I thought you were trying to trick me there. No, I can't get any tobacco. I can get the oak, but as I say, it's the fruit that hits you first, then the oak just comes through and just kind of gives you a little titillation.
It very quickly comes through, doesn't it?
Yeah.
The fruit, and it's almost like straight on the straight afterwards.
So let's have a taste, John.
Oh yes, please.
Come on, let's go for it. For me, just stands out.
Yeah.
Has that the fruit comes through first, which again you're almost fooled into thinking, what is this? It's going to be a Cabernet Sauvignon, but then the Rioja kind of kicks in behind it and kind of reminds you, no, this is seen oak, this has got that hint of leather in there, this is definitely Rioja, undoubtedly. But it's the amount of fruit that you get in there.
You're going to be really insulting some people in Spain, you know.
Why?
Well, they're not in the Rioja region. They're going to think their wines are better than Rioja.
All right, well, it's not Rioja. Ribera del Duero, sorry. But this is a Rioja style, I should say.
They're going to think Rioja is their style, not the other.
Oh my goodness. I'm just enjoying the wine. But from there, it just lends itself to be, I don't know, like I said at the beginning, I could drink this all day long, all day.
And what gets me about it is that when I first thought, oh, wow, that's full of fruit, then I'm not sure if it was the tannins or sort of slight acidity to it. I thought, oh, this is spoiling it, but it was only for a split second, and then it became very sort of soft in the mouth and very but mellow fruit then, not sort of...
Yeah, the tannins are definitely there. Well balanced, I would say, but I use this in a lot of my private tastings, and one thing I love to do, because it's usually the final wine of the evening, so it kind of cuts through everything else. You know, we've gone through 6 or 7 wines before we get to this guy, and then I always recommend going with the cheese, which I've probably said before. It's called cave-aged Gruyere. Now Gruyere, we all know, is used in cooking, but that's about the 4 to 6 month old using the cooking. The cave-aged one is between about 16 and 18 months old, which is more for eating. And what I tend to do is just take that into very tiny, like peanut-sized chunks, and I'll have a bowl of that, and then a bottle or 2 of that, and a good book. And that, honestly, that's my nightmare. The cave-aged Gruyere really takes the whatever tannins are in there, it takes that away. But they just marry so well, and you can understand why people just get so caught up, eating and drinking cheese and wine, because it's just heaven sent.
Yeah, I can imagine with some of the Spanish hams that would go very well with this as well. The big difference, which is very unusual, the amount of taste that changes when you sort of suck in air, you do that sort of thing. I really noticed a big difference in the taste in doing that than just it does sort of amplify the taste, but this is like, whereas maybe it amplified sort of 1.5 times, this is like 3 or 4 times. It really amplifies.
I think that when you do the sucking in thing, that amplifies more of the oakiness. So you're getting all the fruits there at the beginning of the initial taste buds. Then when you have that then you kind of pull in the oak through and and again, those two then just suit it. They just come together and work.
It's a very, very classy wine, isn't it?
And there is actually a bigger brother from this.
Well, they do it in sort of larger bottles.
No, John, no. How did I know? No, there's got one. I think it's about 6 months in oak. We have got one which has spent, I think it's 12. I might be wrong, just off the top of my head, but he's spent more time in oak, we'll say. And again, that just increases intensity.
Wow.
But this I'll happily admit, at the minute is my take-home wine. I'm taking this home.
So how much does this cost?
This one's at $15.99.
Okay.
And the bigger brother's $25.99.
Wow. Well, no, I mean that's really good, because it is a classy wine, isn't it? It is a classy wine.
Oh yeah. If you were to pull this out at a dinner party, or as a present, people would really notice the difference with that.
Yeah, they would. They would. And from an area, because obviously, people buying Rioja, and everyone, knows of Rioja. But this will be from somewhere different and maybe a little bit more special because of that, and maybe will actually, push people to just try some other areas, because there are some fantastic wines coming out of Spain. It's not all just Rioja, just some beautiful white wines as well.
And price-wise, again, I must have said it a few times, but Spanish wines, excellent value for money, excellent.
Yeah, and especially compared to the French, obviously, which everyone knows the French, so everyone, the cost is that much more. But for the quality, you get a lot more for less bucks. Well, obviously, I mean, we will put the links down below to John's website, so you can see, and these are available on the web.
They are indeed on our website, or you can pop in and see us.
Yeah, probably if you're in West Yorkshire, pop in, and you might even have a little bit of cheese that they can try it with. So
I definitely will.
And then you can sell them some cheese, and some wine. That's called upselling, John.
Oh, I've heard about such a thing. It might even open a bottle if you come in.
Well, sounds good. Sounds good. I'll come along then.
I'll see you there, John.
Okay, super. Well, thank you very much, John. That is absolutely delicious. Thanks for introducing us to that. I'm sure that won't be the last time I try a bottle of that. It's really, really lovely. So, guys, if you've enjoyed this episode, then please give us a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And if you click the bell, then every time we publish a video, you'll be notified that we've done so. So until the next time, when we hope you will join us in tasting another delicious wine, we really look forward to seeing you there. Chin chin.
Chin chin.